Hi everybody. I picked up a log and all of a sudden the grapple just opened and dropped the log. So I thought I was going crazy there for a minute. Maybe I am still, I don't know. But anyway, it's got nothing to do with the grapple. It has everything to do with the switch. On the loader controls, I have mounted the switch for the third function kit. So this is the solenoids for opening and closing the grapple. So in here we have two buttons, and the buttons have switches. And this switch is bad. You push on it and you don't hear a click. You should hear a click. This one, you push on it. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a click. So that switch is fine. That's the close. This is the open, and that's what was happening. This switch is stuck in the closed position, so it's causing the grapple to open up. By some miracle, I actually had a switch in stock. I'm going to install this temporarily. I just got on with DigiKey and I ordered 4 new ones. If this one went bad, this other one's probably not far behind. So the solenoids, it tells you right here 12 volts 2 amps. Well, that's DC. The switch says 2 amps AC, and let's see, what does it say for DC? 30 volts DC, 3 RA. So I guess that means 3 amps. All right, well, so that switch is at its limit, I do believe, as far as current carrying capacity goes. Anyway, so I have to replace this, and I'm going to do it now with the spare that I have, and I'm just going to have to do it again, but I don't want to be out of production if I can avoid it, because I just started a load of boiler wood. So let me get to replacing this thing. So what I have here is my desoldering iron. This is a Hookaroon FR300. So I'm going to try to desolder this and get the wire out of here. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. It doesn't take long for this iron to get hot. There's one. And the red is the common. It doesn't really matter. It's just a switch. And that wire gets hot really fast. Oops. Come on. Okay, so you see that pulled the solder right out of it. Okay, so we're done with the desoldering. Turn that off. This thing takes about 12 hours to actually cool down, but it heats up in like 2 minutes. Maybe a minute, actually. Hookaroon makes good equipment. So put that over there on the ground, let it cool off. Pulled out my Stihl butane powered soldering iron. This thing is really, really handy. You don't need an extension cord. You just get some butane refills, keep them on hand, and this thing will get hot. The other soldering iron I have, the other electric soldering iron I have, is so big that I'm afraid it would melt the plastic. So I think we're gonna go with this one. Unfortunately, it's kind of breezy out here, and that doesn't help. That doesn't help with the soldering because it cools everything off. Okay, hopefully we can get this on here without any more issues. Come on. There we go. Okay, that's one. Even has a cool little stand. I'm gonna get my helper and see if she can hold this for me. I need you to hold something. Not that.
Oh. My bad.
So grab this and just pinch it like that.
Grab that. Just pinch it like...
Turn your hand around here.
Okay.
Pinch it
Give
like
me
this.
hand.
There you go.
Like this?
Yes. But what I want you to do is I want you to pinch that wire.
This one?
The red wire.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So hold that there. And I promise I will not solder your finger.
Yeah, sure. Last famous words.
But every time I did this, the wire would pop out of the hole. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. That's it. Okay, so we're soldered back together. Believe it, I had a switch in stock.
Oh my God.
But I ordered 4 more and got
just
them.
Just in case, because you know, the next thing, it'll be the next one. And
yeah.
The next one and the next one.
Yep, for sure. All right, so now if I push down on that, okay, seems like it'll be okay. We'll see. Now I got to put this little fiddly gizmo on top of the switch. So that goes here. So this is just a retainer. It holds the switch in place. So put that in there and try to not drop anything on the ground, because that would be unfortunate, because when small parts go in the grass, boy, they're tough to find. This screwdriver's a 0. I think it needs a 1. So now I've got, yes, that's what I needed, a number 1 Phillips, because the 0 was too tiny. And it works. We're going to plug the solenoids back in. I had to unplug them because it was powered on. That's not good. Okay, now I should hear clicks both sides. That's the close. That's the open. Yep, they're working. Okay. Now we just got to put this all back together. So you go like this, and you go like this. Okay, right there is where I want it. Okay. Because when I put my hand on this, it has to be in the right position, otherwise it's awkward to work with. So let's see if we can get some screws in here. Get the big part of the shell put together here. Now I can work on the other ones. All right, that'll do. All right, I'm going to start the tractor, and then we're going to see if the grapple works right. Okay, works good. So we're back in business for today, and then we're going to repeat this when my parts come in. Okay, so we're going to test the grapple again just to make sure. Thank you for watching my little fiasco today. Have a great day. We'll see you later.